There's a guy in Ohio who pressure washes driveways for a living. No degree, no investors, no LinkedIn thought leadership. Last year his business did $410,000 in revenue, and he still hasn't hired a single employee. Meanwhile, 3 of your friends just launched premium candle brands and matching Instagram aesthetics, competing with 10,000 other people doing the exact same thing. Here's the part nobody wants to admit. The businesses everyone's trying to start are drowning in competition. And the ones with almost none, the boring, ugly, unglamorous ones, are sitting wide open. Nobody's fighting over them because nobody wants to be caught doing them. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which ones. Right now, in your 20s or 30s, you're standing at the exact moment where a decision like this compounds the most. Start a boring, low-competition business today, and in 5 years it's paying your rent. Start it at 45, and it's a side hustle you're too tired to grow. This isn't a list of trends. It's a list of gaps, the specific, unsexy corners of the economy where demand is high, competition is almost non-existent, and normal people are quietly building real income. This is Money Axis. Let's get into it. Nobody tells you that the first time you actually look for a boring business owner, you can't find one, because they're not marketing themselves. I didn't understand this until I tried to hire someone to clean out a rain gutter, and it took me 4 phone calls and 2 weeks to find someone who'd even show up. That's when it clicked. I wasn't struggling to find a gutter cleaner because there weren't enough people who needed one. I was struggling because almost nobody wanted to do that job, which meant the few who did were quietly overbooked, underpriced, and printing money. One guy I eventually found told me he charges $275 a visit, runs 4 to 5 jobs a day, and hasn't taken a day off in 3 years because he can't afford to. The waitlist won't let him. That's the pattern hiding in plain sight. The businesses with a stigma attached are the ones nobody's competing for. Core education. Let's go through the 10. For each one, what it is, why it has almost no competition, and roughly what it can pay. 1. Pressure washing. Nobody wants to spend a Saturday hosing down concrete. Low equipment cost, high demand from homeowners and property managers, and most competitors quit after one hot summer. Average job, $150 to $400. 2. Gutter cleaning. Physically unpleasant, mildly dangerous feeling, and completely necessary twice a year. Most handymen won't touch roofs. That hesitation is your opening. $150 to $300 per house. Recurring seasonally. 3. Portable toilet rental. Genuinely nobody wants to be the porta-potty guy. But construction sites and events need them constantly. Contracts are recurring, and the barrier to entry, a few units and a truck, keeps most people out on reputation alone. 4. Vending machine routes. Boring, invisible, and often written off as dead business, which is exactly why it's underpriced. A handful of well-placed machines can generate $500 to $2,000 a month in near-passive income once the route is built. 5. Junk removal. Physical, unglamorous, and requires a truck and a strong back, which filters out 90% of people who'd otherwise compete with you. Average job, $150 to $600, often same day. 6. Laundromat ownership. An old person's business in most people's minds. But cash flow is stable, coin and card revenue is predictable, and most laundromats are owned by people who bought them decades ago and have zero online presence to defend against a better operator. 7. Septic tank services. About as unglamorous as it gets, and that's the entire moat. Homeowners have no choice but to pay whoever shows up. Jobs routinely run $300 to $500 for a standard pump-out. 8. Commercial cleaning, night shift offices. Nobody wants to clean office buildings at 11 p.m. Contracts are recurring monthly revenue, not one-off gigs, and the stigma of cleaning jobs keeps ambitious younger people from ever considering it. 9. Pallet and crate repair. Almost nobody knows this exists as a business. Warehouses need repaired pallets constantly. The work is repetitive and unappealing, and suppliers will pay recurring contracts just to keep their loading docks moving. 10. Mobile notary and document services. Not physically dirty like the others, but socially boring enough that almost no one considers it. Real estate closings alone create steady demand, and each appointment can pay $75 to $200 for under an hour of work. The common thread: every one of these has a stigma, a smell, a stereotype, or an old-fashioned label attached to it. That stigma is doing the competitive filtering for you, for free. Now, once you actually have cash flow from something like this, the next question is what to do with it. This is where most people stall out because they either let it sit in a checking account or throw it at whatever stock is trending that week. A more useful habit is treating your business income the same way you treat a paycheck. A portion goes to reinvesting in the business, and a portion goes to work for you separately. That's where a platform like Webull comes in. It lets you set up commission-free trading and actually put idle cash into index funds or fractional shares instead of letting it sit flat. So the money your boring business generates isn't just sitting there, it's compounding in the background too. Common mistakes. Mistake 1. Picking the business for the aesthetic, not the math. People choose the pretty business, the candle brand, the boutique because it's fun to post about. The boring businesses win because the math wins, not the vibe. Mistake 2. Underpricing out of guilt. New owners in unskilled-seeming trades often underprice because they feel like they should. The stigma that keeps competitors away also supports higher prices than people expect. Mistake 3. Waiting for the right moment to start. There's no perfect entry point for a pressure washer or a junk removal truck. The gap closes as more people watch videos like this one. Waiting is the actual risk. This week, pick one business from this list, just one, and spend 30 minutes researching what a single job costs in your specific city. Search service pricing near me. Call 2 competitors as a customer, and write down what they quote you. That's it. You're not starting a business this week. You're finding out if the gap is as wide where you live as it is on paper. If one of these 10 stuck with you, that's the axis point, the moment your direction actually shifts. Subscribe to Money Axis for more of these, because the next video might be the one that gets you moving. That's the next axis point.